we haven't gone into the 10 bodies yet, but you did that set this morning. We'll go into it, but not this weekend. But the 10 bodies, within the 10 bodies, and they're in your book, you can preview it. In fact, on the yoga set, there's on the side, it says 10, what the 10 bodies are. In your book, there's whole chapters on what the 10 bodies are. And so, the mind has three kind of major gears where the thoughts pass through. And the first gear is negative. And it's not because that's bad and you're a sinner. It's because you need something to tell you what the danger is, to sense the danger. And so the thought gets to the mind first, then it goes to the positive mind, and then it goes to the neutral mind. So you need pranic energy to change the gears of the mind to get positive. And there's a whole bunch of people that you know, and I know, that are constantly negative. And why is that? They don't have enough energy to change the gears to the positive. They can't even see it, right? They don't have enough pranic energy, which is why I want to do the yoga set and the pranayama. I need that pranic energy in my body, right? So that I can, so that when the problem, the event, the thing comes up, I don't get stuck in that negative mind, but I can move past it. Why am I telling you all this? The preview of that is because when you start traipsing through the subconscious in these meditations, what comes up? All the shit. And it's supposed to be hard. In fact, this thing Yogi Bhajan said, this guy came to me this morning, he said, I had the most beautiful sadhana, the angels were singing. He goes, you're full of shit. Yeah, because if you really were meditating, you'd be slogging through it. You're slogging through the rice paddies and whatnot, doing battle. That's how it works. So, one time my teacher told me, hey, if you're not getting negative, you ain't working hard enough, man. So when you're doing it, it's a great point that Jen made. You know, she was having a hard time doing it by herself, getting negative. And when you start doing this stuff, you don't have any perspective, right? So you get negative, you think, I suck, right? Because the first thing you do is you turn that on yourself. Self-destructive, self-animosity, all that stuff. It's a natural thing that happens to everybody. Because that's the first place the thoughts go. So naturally, I'm having a tough time, and we're going to learn here in a minute how that whole cycle works when the thoughts drop in, and why I can get stuck in that area, why I feel emotional about it, why I get stuck and I feel shitty when I get stuck. When something happens, I get stuck in that negative place because it's the way the mind's constructed. And now, once we learn that, and then we have this stuff, we go, okay, that's not me, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way, like Jessica Rabbit says, right? So this is the way you're made. And now that I know this is how it works, you know, I had a car once before I learned how to drive, and I used to push that pedal in the middle and smash my head on the wheel. And I kept smashing my head on the wheel, and I thought, this thing sucks. I don't want to do this driving thing. It's stupid. It's going to kill me. And then somebody said, no, that's your brake. You have to press it gently. And that's how it works. You slowly slow down. If you press it too hard, you'll slam your head into the wheel. Oh, thank you. And now I know how it works. I don't feel bad anymore. Right? Because I know how the vehicle works. And that's what you're learning here, is we're learning how all this works, so then you don't feel bad about when the garbage comes up, you actually feel good. So if you're having a tough time and you're completing your meditation every day and you're having a tough time, what you should feel? Good, great, because I'm in there and I'm doing battle and I'm getting it done. So if you have enough energy, you can remind yourself of that. Like when you have a bad day meditating, you should develop a mantra. This is good.